on distance, the first one, the Audi had it by 2 feet. Got it written down as 100.0 for Tanner.
Really? My first one was 100.0?
And I beat you.
102.3 in the Audi, I mean, just over.
Hey, and I was faster.
And 101.9.
Tanner, 2 feet difference. 1,169 feet for you, 1,167 for Paul. It's got to be killing you.
You gotta live with this for a very long time, unfortunately. Oh, the second ones were identical speed you had, the second one. Why are the results so different? Just because the heat soak in my brakes heat warmed up and yours overwarmed?
My steel brakes get hot and they don't get as good, and the carbon brakes get hotter and they get better.
And better. We did it again just to see what happened with the brakes, and sure enough, the Lexus did exactly the same time, even maybe a little bit shorter distance, and the Audi was almost 17 feet further. So there's definitely an advantage to carbon brakes, but when you're hitting them just once, the advantage isn't that great.
I'm going to take my best one.
The first runs were actually both the best. I mean, your second run was 2 feet longer than the first run. We can compare them, but
Audi wins.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Audi wins.
Now, with Tanner having had some experience with the Audi R8 in the past, does that give him an advantage?
Well, he definitely knows the strengths and the weaknesses of the Audi R8. You know what's amazing to me? He's got that Lexus key in his hand, and he keeps locking the door, and he won't even let me get in the car to see what it looks like.
Paul says you're holding on to that key of the Lexus as if it's like gold bullion, and you won't even let him get near the car.
This is only the second one in the United States, and so really nobody's been inside these cars and experienced them. Certainly not Paul Tracy, and for good reason. I wouldn't want him driving my car either.
You know, he's walking around with this carbon fiber key, and he's got this, it's like he's a peacock with its feathers out today.
But he says you're pretty cocky right now, walking around like a peacock.
If anybody's peacocking, it's Paul with his mohawk. He's been working the Frohawk, actually. I kind of like it, but in gray, I don't know if it works.